Hey guys, it's Jerry. So I wanted to come on here and talk about some things that have been on my mind, but mainly just self-doubt. And I feel like this is always the last step of manifestation. If you can purge all of your self-doubt, then it will just come in faster. Self-doubt has been planted in us as humans from a very small age. And at a small age, we all know that we are powerful, that we are the creator, and we are the co-creator of our lives. That literally, that we are lower than other people, or that we don't deserve everything, has literally been programmed into us. And for me, I like to call myself a confident person. Majority of the time I am confident, and I have faith. I have knowledge that my manifestations are going to come into being, but there is self-doubt, especially when it comes to other humans, me coming into contact with other humans, because you see a version of yourself, or you see a mirror that doesn't always reflect love. And it took me a long time for me to realize that that person is not reflecting any love, and it has nothing to do with me. Especially the people that I thought were there to keep me safe and to allow me to be free. But they still planted self-doubt, self-hatred in me. And it took me a very long time to uproot it, to throw it away. But once in a while, it does come back. And I really wanted to talk to the earth angels, the girlies, the women, the downtrodden, who really just feel like there's nothing else they can do in their life. They're just waiting for a miracle. But I wanted to give you guys some practices, some techniques on how to get rid of self-doubt, and hopefully this can help you. If number one, your dreams or your environment is telling you that something is wrong, you should be aware of it. In your environment, if people are treating you like shit, if it seems like there's no justice in the world for you, it seems like the creator has turned her back, or his back, however you want to see the gender part of it, the creator has turned their back on you, then you need to realize that is just a part of the bad programming, and you can start to be aware, okay, my environment and my dreams are telling me there is a little bit of self-doubt. I don't truly believe I am a powerful being. I don't believe that I am a part of the creator. I don't believe that I deserve everything and more, all the miracles, all the blessings. So first step is to be aware. The next thing is to start writing down where you think the genesis of this began. Where did this self-doubt come from? For me, it's just an occurrence that happens when I come in contact with people, because with children, I can honestly be free. It's a little bit more easy for me to be freer with like teenagers or children, because like I don't give a fuck. With adults, I know they have ulterior motives, and I know they're like fucked up, a little bit more fucked up. They're wearing a lot more masks compared to teenagers or children, so I always have like some sort of hesitation. So find out where the genesis of this began, and then every single day you should be pushing yourself, you should be going inwards and practicing what would the most confident me look like? What does my higher self want to tell me in my meditations? When I'm journaling in my journal, Is there new discoveries? Is there new self-doubts that come up? I think self-doubt is just a part of being human. It's just a part of being on University Earth. And eventually you're going to get to a point where you really just don't give a fuck. And I think I'm getting to that point where I really, truly do not give a fuck. And I'm aware of the genesis of it. And I'm going to continue to observe inside what is happening, what kind of images or what kind of feelings come up in my mind when I think about myself, when I think about how I interact with others. And I am going to continue to cultivate that image of that confident, strong, godly person that I am, because that's who I am. And you can start doing that too. The best doctors out there, the best doctors in the world are the ones that practice in their mind before they go out into the world, into the surgery room. The best people, the best practitioners always practice, always go inside, and they try to have these revelations. They always try to see what their environment is telling them. They're not reacting to it. They're not saying, oh my gosh, that person totally rejected me. Oh, that person didn't like what I said. It's like they are not reacting to you. They are just most likely projecting something inside of themselves. And just because someone is not showing you love or you don't feel embraced doesn't mean that you should start this festering of self-doubt. It doesn't mean that you should think yourself less, because to be honest, that is why this world was fabricated, why this society was created, is because if you truly knew your power, if you started to live in the flow and you started to live in your power and love every day, then you wouldn't need to go to Starbucks. You wouldn't need to go to a university. You wouldn't need to take out a loan for your business. You would know how to navigate this world. You would stay in your lane. You would be prosperous. You wouldn't seek validation. You wouldn't have a goal every day. You would just know what you are meant to do every day. You know you are meant to transmit some sort of love, and you're meant to learn some sort of lesson or learn something about yourself or evolve every day. It's like, we don't need this world. This society that is crumbling needs your energy in order to continue. So why would you feed it with your negativity? Why would you continue projecting to people your self-doubt, your pity on yourself, your lowly thoughts? For me, it's really unconscious. It does pop up, but it is unconscious and I'm working on it. So that's what I wanted to talk to you guys about. Number 1, become aware of it. Number 2, understand the genesis of it and observe it every day and become a stranger to it. And lastly, and the third step is you always need to have a revelation before you finish your cycle. And like I told you guys, you cannot become a new person. You can't have any revelations if you don't practice on the inside first. And just to give you an example, before I would have my classes as a teacher, as a public school teacher, I would always tell myself, I am a boss ass bitch. I am a boss ass bitch. And I would also just know it in my heart, and I would imagine it in my mind. Imagine myself being a confident teacher, being happy, allowing myself to express myself, even if I said something weird, even if it wasn't exactly the perfect image I have of myself. But I will just say it really quick one more time. So you need to remember the genesis of your self-doubt. When did you start to have these self-doubts? Where did it begin? If you have to go back to childhood, it's totally necessary. And then you need to start documenting. You need to start to be aware of your thought processes. If you're like me, it's not really a thought. It's more like an emotion or a sensation in your body that you think you're unworthy. And you need to start practicing on the inside, telling yourself, okay, that is not true. That's just some fake bullshit. That is just some ancestral or familiar bullshit that was passed on to me, or what the society has concocted for most individuals. And you need to tell yourself that you are powerful. Whatever purpose you chose for yourself, whatever career path you chose for yourself, or whatever path you chose for yourself, and you feel empowered, don't let anyone bring you down. And realize that you need to practice on the inside. Everything starts on the inside, just like a seed. It starts in the darkness. Go within, allow it to sprout new roots, and you will start to see that all of the old people who don't believe in you just go away. All of the self-doubt just goes away as well, because every single day you're waking up and you're telling yourself, I'm a boss ass bitch. I'm gonna get my shit done today. I don't give a fuck what anybody else says. If they say anything, I know it's not about me. I'm not gonna take it personally, because we're over that shit. I'm not gonna come back on earth to learn that lesson, because that's a simple ass lesson to learn as a soul. That you are a boss ass bitch, and you don't need to let anybody cross your path, because if they cross your path, they're going to be bulldozed by your energy. And if you still don't believe that, you need to start imagining these things in your mind, or else people are going to take advantage of you. And this world system is taking advantage of our negative energy and using it against us, and they are feeding off of it. Okay guys, I think I'm gonna end it there. I think you guys get the point. Please practice this. This is what I did every single day before I went to school, before I went to work, and it totally worked. And I felt so in love with every moment, even when it was hard, and I felt a lot more love. And the haters or the people that are against you, you won't even notice them. You won't even notice their energy. They'll be so small to you that you'll be like, okay, that's cool. So cultivate the new version of yourself that you wish to see in your mind first, in your mind's eye first, and start to shed the old self, because there's probably dreams, there's probably people in your environment that are making your life miserable, that are telling you that you need to start a new cycle, you need to become a new person. Alright guys, much love to you guys. I'll see you later.